Hi everyone, this is Danielle over at DIYDanielle.com. Here's my little helper, Caden, who's 7 months old. I made the Superman cape for my son, who's 2.5. He's not a huge fan of wearing dress up yet, but I'm hoping he'll eventually want to wear it. It's a little long for him, but I was looking at some pictures from Superman on the internet, and it looked like his cape was often about the same height as him, or sometimes even a little bit longer, depending on what picture I looked at. So here I am. I've got my red felt laid out, and you know, if you wanted to do a different character, hey buddy, if you wanted to do a different character, Batman for example, you could just use a different color felt, pretty easy, in a different patch. These are so cool. I mean, kids love dressing up. Not mine apparently, but other kids love dressing up, and it's nice to find something so easy to do. So what I have is I have a piece of felt, and what I have is I'm running it the whole length, which is 38.5 inches in this case. I'm not sure if this was, which direction this was for the actual cut that I had, but this just made it easier for me. This is a good height. My son is 39 inches tall, so 38.5 inches. Obviously, it goes around his neck, so it's a little bit long for him at this point, but I'm sure in the next year or so this will be a perfect height, and where he isn't really dressing up yet, this is going to work for me. For the width here, I'm comparing it to the width I did on my other one, which really all I did, and this is what you might want to do as well, is just to kind of hold the fabric up and see how wide you want it to be on your child. Because if your child's bigger, you're probably going to want to do it a little different. But the width for me was 20 inches that I'm going to cut it here. And rather than cut straight down here, what I did for the other one was fold it over and cut so that I could follow the natural line over here. Mostly just being lazy. I mean, you can do it however you want. So here I am. I have it folded over, as you can see, and I've measured out 10 inches because, of course, half of 20 is 10. You've got your natural fold, or your fold right here, and you're just going to take, once the baby's out of the way, your rotary cutter and just cut right along so you have a straight edge. Okay, so here I have my fabric all cut out, and I still have the fold here, and the reason I want to keep the fold is because I want to do the neckline now. So really I'm just going to cut a little circle here, or not a circle, but I guess a quarter circle. Yeah, quarter circle here, and then it'll be even on the other side, so it'll look exactly the same. So let me show you the one that I did on my other one. Okay, so here's the one I already finished. This is the one that I embroidered, lined up next to it. As you can see, this is a pretty small cut you're making. It's not huge, but it's big enough, at least for my son at this point. So I'm just going to follow this around. If you're having any question about how big to do it, make it small and then make it bigger if it doesn't fit. It's pretty easy to cut. It's not easy to put fabric back together. So I'm just going to take this. This is very, very informal. And go right around there. And then I just take that out. Alright, so that part is finished. The next thing you want to do is you're going to be adding on your patch. So I'm going to show you how to do that here in a minute. So here we are. We've got our patch. We've got our cape. We've got our iron. We also, if you would like to do this instead, you can use this stuff. It's a permanent adhesive for fabric. Oh man, it's not. It's called Fabri-Tac, and I'm going to link it on my Whimsy page. I'm not going to use it. I want to see how well this does just ironing the patch itself. Okay, so here we go. Going to heat up this area first. Then place this. Let's see. Make sure I get it in the right area. Cover it up. and then press down. Just iron it for the 5 to 20 seconds, I think it was. But I'm going to turn it around, and I'm going to iron the other side because that's what it says to do, for another 20 seconds. So here we go. This is the opposite side. Sorry, toy. And then we're ironing. Okay, so we've got our patch on, and all we have left to do is add our Velcro. I have not tried this, but you could probably get stick-on Velcro and try it. I did not want to do that because I have a sewing machine, and I know with a toddler, they're tough on, especially toddler boys. They're really tough on stuff. So I feel like sewing on the Velcro is probably a good choice. You know, depending on what you want to do, use red or white thread. I used white, but that's what I had. So this is what I did with my other one, is I have it vertically here and horizontally on this side. Obviously you're doing it on opposite sides. So I'm just going to sew them on the same way. I use cheap Velcro, and the reason I did that is because I didn't want it to stick too well. I have some great diaper Velcro. It will hold like nobody's business, and I do not want this to hold that well. My son likes to have control over whether he can take things off or not, and this is something I want him to be able to have control over. And also just in case, again, if they get something trapped in a door, or you know, another kid pulls on it, it just pops right off. So that's what I recommend. Again, you can do what you want. There's probably some other ways to put on these things. I was thinking if you had like a double-sided clip, you could probably just get a little clip it here on one side, and then have the other clip onto a shirt. That might work great as well, and it actually wouldn't go around their neck in that case. So just some ideas for you. Alrighty, hope that helps, and feel free to check out my blog at www.diydanielle.com. I'll have some pictures up there, and pictures of my son's wearing it, and probably some pictures of the process as well, because I took some from when I did it, when I sewed it all and embroidered it. So, alrighty, thanks so much. Feel free to subscribe. Alrighty, take care.